It's a happy, happy day because my LitJoy Burrow box has arrived. I haven't seen any spoilers for this box and it literally just arrived a few moments ago. So let's dig right in. And I'm going to be surprised and I hope you will as well. Let's just take a moment to appreciate how beautiful this box is. This is whoops. The sneak peek. And that was the product sheet that fell out. And I will be referring to this as we go through the box. And the product sheet for the Burrow box looks like a copy of Which Weekly magazine, featuring Gilderoy Lockhart on the cover. Gilderoy Lockhart is 5 times winner of the Most Charming Smile Award. And the first item in the box is Ron's beanie hat. No doubt knitted by Mrs. Weasley. Isn't this the cutest thing? I'm going to try it on. Isn't this so cute? Let's see what the product sheet has to say about this. I don't do fashion, I am fashion. Ron Weasley beanie. Could it even be a Burrow-themed crate if we didn't include a nod to Molly Weasley's famous knitted apparel? This knitted hat is something you might have seen Ron wearing around the common room with his friends, and is a cozy, understated way to bundle up with a touch of magic. This LitJoy exclusive hat is one size fits most. This article is sponsored by Madame Malkin's Robes for All Occasions. And the next item is in a box. It says denoming spray, as seen in Which Weekly. And it is this cool looking green bottle with a pump action top on it. It says denoming spray. Let's see what the product sheet has to say about that. Denoming spray. Even the most well-tended gardens have gnomes. The Burrow was where Harry had many of his first everyday wizarding life experiences, and denoming the garden was one of our favorite peeks into magical life outside of school. Keep your plants well hydrated and the gnomes out of your greenery with this beautiful green glass denoming spray bottle. Comes in a custom designed box by at Tambourine, label also by at Tambourine. Okay. I could see this being used for hand soap in the kitchen or bathroom. All right. And the next item in the box is a candle. Cool. It says Magnificent Marmalade. And it has this nice burlap top on it. It actually looks like butterbeer to me. But Molly's Marmalade. Representing the best magical motherly figure, Molly's Marmalade candle looks like it comes straight from the Burrow's own cozy, yummy-smelling kitchen. It was created by at Turkish Candle Company and comes in a 3 3/4 ounce octagonal jar with a burlap covered lid and hang tag that will look perfect in any witch or wizard's kitchen. Enjoy the delicious scent of citrus agave with botanical orchard nectar and honey. Let's get rid of some of these wiggly worms. And we have a magical coin, which LitJoy is including in all of their magical crates this year. My hat's on crooked. Okay, this coin is the Lumos Wand Lighting Charm. With the corresponding wand motion on the back. Lumos, the charm that brings you light in the darkness. And this is the second collectible Lumos spell coin. Practice your charms and spells with our collectible coin. Each magical crate will feature a different spell or charm coin and its corresponding wand motion. For the Burrow box, we wanted to highlight the spell that creates light. Lumos illuminates the tip of the wand, which lights the surrounding area. It can also help get rid of ghosts or other spectrals, but be careful when using it, or you could inadvertently set something aflame, including your own wand. This antique gold-colored coin comes in a beautiful velvet bag and is 45 millimeters in diameter and 4 millimeters thick. The artwork for our full coin collection was created by independent artist at maggie.rose.studio. And then we have this interesting looking box. All right, this is the item that everybody's been anxiously waiting for because LitJoy actually did a spoiler on this, and it's an item that all Harry Potter fans have wanted a replica of for a very long time. It is a replica of Molly Weasley's magical clock that lets her know where each member of her family is at any given time throughout the day. This is so cool. And it's actually a real clock, a real working clock. Because you can set the time on it. And it requires a battery in the back. But this is cool. People are going to go ballistic over this. Very, very nice. Weasley Family Alarm Clock. From home to mortal peril and everywhere in between, the iconic Weasley family clock monitors the comings and goings of all the Weasleys. This was the first item on our list when we planned for a Burrow-themed crate, and we are pleased to present this adorable bedside alarm clock to add a little homey magic to any space. This beautiful clock face was brought to life by the imaginative illustrator. Mrs. Weasley glanced at the grandfather clock in the corner. Harry liked this clock. It was completely useless if you wanted to know the time, but otherwise very informative. It had 9 golden hands, and each of them was engraved with one of the Weasley family's names. There were no numerals around the face, but descriptions of where each family member might be. Home, school, and work were there, but there was also traveling, lost, hospital, and prison. And in the position where the number 12 would be on a normal clock, mortal peril. next item is a Weasley family portrait. This is super cool. Comes in a wooden frame. And it features the entire Weasley family. There's Molly and Arthur and Fred and George and Ron and Ginny and Percy and even Bill and Charlie. It's a very nice collectible. Witch Weekly's Family of the Month, starring the Weasley family. With a family as big as the Weasleys, it's rare to have them all in the same place at once. We knew a family portrait was in order for this crate. Artist Maria Lahane beautifully illustrates all 9 members of one of our favorite magical families, capturing their personalities and bringing them to life in this framed and mantle-ready family photo. Wood and acrylic frame is 9.5 by 7.25 inches and holds a 5 by 7 inch photo. And the next magical item comes in this linen drawstring bag. It feels like some kind of book. Oh, cool. It's Mrs. Weasley's recipe book. And it's actually wood. And it has room for all of your recipes. The rest of the pages are blank. But what you could do is photocopy this page and make some extra pages to include your recipes in. It's a very nice item, very nice. Molly's Homemade Deliciousness, the tastiest recipes to make at home. Whenever we imagine life in the Burrow, much of our imaginings involve sitting around the table for a cozy meal with the Weasley family, or Molly whipping up something good to send to the children at school. We are sure her cookbook was a culinary family treasure and wanted to help you bring a little bit of homey magic to your own kitchen with this charming recipe holder. After all, this beautifully engraved wooden cover would fit right into Molly Weasley's kitchen. The engraved front and back cover is 6.5 by 8 inches. It has 25 sleeves inside and can fit up to 50 recipes. It also comes in a linen bag. By 7 o'clock, the 2 tables were groaning under dishes and dishes of Mrs. Weasley's excellent cooking, and the 9 Weasleys, Harry and Hermione, were settling themselves down to eat beneath a clear, deep blue sky. To somebody who had been living on meals of increasingly stale cake all summer, this was paradise, and at first Harry listened rather than talked as he helped himself to chicken and ham pie, boiled potatoes, and salad. The next thing is this cute pouch. This is nice. It looks like a letter covered in stamps, and I bet I know what this represents. Molly's letter to the Dursleys zipper pouch. When it comes to letters, Molly's are always iconic. She may be best known for her howler, but her stamp cover letter to the Dursleys inviting Harry to the World Cup was too much of a visual treat to not include. This delightful zipper pouch was designed by Karen Leopold using stamps that were used by the Royal Mail in the 90s and a few of our own designs to incorporate some fun nods to the magical world. It is 9 by 7 inches and made of 100% cotton with a polyester lining and a gold-colored metal zipper. And this is what Vernon Dursley had to say. The postman noticed, very interested to know where this letter came from, he was. That's why he rang the doorbell. Seemed to think it was funny. And getting down to the last couple of items in the crate, and this is the art print for the Burrow crate art that is on the box. LitJoy included one of these for the Magical Alley crate as well. I actually think this one is prettier than the Magical Alley crate. Very pretty. Burrow theme art print. You asked for it, you got it. Here it is again. We've turned our magically adorable theme art into an art print just for you. We can't wait to see how you choose to display it, but whether it be on your shelves or walls, we know it'll add the perfect touch of magic to your crate. The artwork for this print was created by independent artist at David Ort 2 Illustration, who also illustrated the art for our box. And the next item is the photo strip that LitJoy is including in all of their crates this year. And this one features Fred and George Weasley. With some pygmy puffs. Joke Shop Photo Strip, presenting the next magical photo strip in our series. This one features everyone's favorite set of jokester twins, Fred and George. We picture these two climbing into their very own photo booth for a quick memory on the opening day of Weasley's Wizard Wheezes, and are delighted at first when a pygmy puff joins in on the fun. Perhaps this time the joke is on the twins. The artwork for our beautiful photo strip collection is created by independent artist at Sarah Conradson. Sarah's skill captures the concept of photo strips perfectly. We're down to the last two items. Oh, this is the stamp that is for the LitJoy Literary Locations passport. It says the Burrow, January 2021 Magical Crate. It's very small. LitJoy is including a stamp in each of their crates, the Magical, YA, Classic, and Whimsical, to put in your literary location passport. I showed that in my last video of a LitJoy unboxing. And now we're finally down to the very last item. This is also an item that LitJoy gave spoilers on and that everyone is very excited to finally get to see. And this is Molly and Arthur's wedding certificate, a replica of their wedding certificate. This is a very special replica, very well done with lots of gold foiling. This certifies that Arthur Weasley and Molly Prewett were united in magical matrimony, according to the laws of the wizarding world, on the 13th day of June, 1968. So 1968. The witnesses were Septimus Weasley, Cornelia Weasley, and Fabian and Gideon Prewett. And unfortunately, Gideon and Fabian were later killed by Voldemort. They were all members of the Order of the Phoenix. But this is beautiful and represented a very happy day in the life of the Weasley family. Mr. and Mrs. Weasley's marriage certificate. For us, celebrating the Weasley family and their home also meant taking a moment to celebrate the day this family officially began. Having met at Hogwarts, this Gryffindor pair decided to elope during the rise of Voldemort's power, when many were uncertain of what their futures would hold. Artists at Muggle Magic DIY helped us add a little ceremony to their stolen wedding by creating this beautifully gold-foiled and stamped certificate of marriage for one of our favorite magical couples. And Molly said, "It's all this uncertainty with you-know-who coming back. People think they might be dead tomorrow, so they're rushing all sorts of decisions they'd normally take time over. It was the same last time he was powerful. People eloping left, right, and center." And Jenny said, "Including you and Dad." So, that is all of the LitJoy Magical Edition Burrow Crate. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did, and please comment below on what your favorite item was or any other thoughts you may have. If you have not subscribed, you can subscribe below. I would very much appreciate that. And for now, mischief managed.